Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Podcastiana. I'm your host, Rio.
I'm Riyad, and on today's episode, we have... Wait, what is my line?
Life please.
Line, please. We have an episode full of facts.
Oh my god, full of facts. So on a scale from 1 to 10, how stoned are you, mama?
I think I'm at a 9.75.
9.7556.
Exactly. Oh my god, okay, what was my line?
Like this. On today's episode, we have an episode full of fun segments. We will start with the first one, which is Queer Podcast. And as you might have guessed, we're stoned.
Yes, totally.
The first thing that we will do is, do you guys remember that on our first episode, we talked about this burger that they made in McDonald's China?
How could we forget? It was spam meat topped with Oreos. And mayo in a bun.
Mayo in a bun. That sounds like my Friday night. We bought the ingredients. It's very easy to make. You can just find it online. And we're about to try it. Now, before we try it, I want to know, Riyad, how do you think this will taste? Do you think is it going to be giving?
What's the giving? Hi, it's been given. It's given very much. That's what it's given.
Or is it going to be garbage?
Mama, this is garbage.
I think it's going to be garbage.
I agree with you. I think it's going to be total trash, and that we were going to regret this. And this will be some sort of ASMR for you guys. Let's dig in.
I would like to be...
I will tell you bon appetit.
Surprised.
Bon appetit. And dig in. And preliminary.
Wait.
What are you getting?
I'm getting texture. If you guys can see what I'm doing with my hand, I'm like making a fist. It's like that feeling.
What's the texture? Of a fist?
No. It's that feeling of your mouth being full and stuffed with spam meat.
I love my mouth being stuffed.
I am actually surprised.
I love the taste of the spam topped with Oreo's burger. Do you remember that we talked about umami? And I said, I don't know what umami is.
Yes.
Now I know what umami is. And this burger is umami. At least, I think so. I don't know. I don't know.
Wait. Sorry. I just could not resist not to tongue pop. Whoever is in China who thought of making this, I mean, how could you think of pairing such two ingredients? You would never.
How would you think this will taste with fries?
Oh my God, this would be complete with like French fries with like strawberry shake, right?
It's so good.
I can't help but go back for another bite. Remember when you said, I'll just take one bite?
Yeah, maybe two. I said maybe two.
Yeah, maybe two.
I'm almost done with the burger. The whole burger, people. I don't get it. I can't stop. I want to stop.
We're supposed to be on diet.
Oh my God. Yes, we're supposed to be on diet.
Could not resist.
I don't know what the hell I just had. Don't know how to describe it. The juxtaposition of the Oreo and the spam.
The
sweetness, the saltiness, the meaty flavor, the flavor of something sweet. If you get stoned and you have munchies, I definitely recommend you a spam topped with Oreos burger.
Yes, to get the full experience.
Yes.
But if you're not, venture out and try it. and at us. Let us know.
Now, wait a minute. Let me wash my hands. She's so good. Who gave her permission? Who gave her permission to be this good?
Now that you cleaned your palate.
You want my final remarks?
Yes. Now that it's out of your system.
I'm done eating the burger, and here are my final remarks. The burger was thebomb.com.org.co.uk. Spam topped with Oreos is it. It's the new it, girl. All other burgers compared to this one at this moment are just not it.
You can't compete.
You can't compare when you don't compete.
Yes.
Yes. I just wish I had discovered it sooner in my years of existence. I feel like my life has been deprived of this. All the listeners of Podcastiana, hey, we're talking to you. Try this burger out and let us know what you thought about it.
Yes, please do, because this is unimaginably unexpected.
This is umami. This is umami. Let's move on to the next part of the segment.
I have a story for you.
Let me have it.
Australia is rumored to kill a pigeon that traveled all the way from the US. Like she crossed the Pacific.
How did the pigeon get there?
So the government now wants to put it down and kill it.
Why?
Because Australia is very protective of their wildlife.
However, this was not an illegally imported pigeon.
But it's, I guess, an animal that does not natively come from Australia.
Do they have pigeons in Australia?
I'm pretty sure they do.
But this American pigeon
Yes.
cannot be in Australia. So why don't they just return it to the US?
Right? Like,
Yeah.
why would they have to kill
Why
it?
do they have to kill the
Why kill the dead
I
pigeon?
don't even like pigeons. I hate pigeons. I absolutely despise pigeons. But why do they have to kill the pigeon if you can just return it to the US?
And here's the backstory. This pigeon was a racer pigeon. So there was a pigeon race in the US.
What is pigeon racing?
Apparently there are some sort of breed of pigeons that remembers where it goes or stuff like that.
How do they know where they're supposed to go?
I don't know. So if that pigeon is attached to a physical location, then they have some sort of compass. They can just go back to
Right.
where that place is. So this pigeon was in a race, and then they opened, like, I don't know, released the pigeon to race. And then this pigeon decided, you know what? I will not race on today. I will actually
Go to Australia.
Yes.
But guess what?
What?
No, I didn't want to kill it. So that turned out to be a dumb decision. The pigeon did not make a smart decision in the end. Why doesn't it just fly back? Why is it caged? Why does the caged bird sing? Please return to the US. I stand by my point. I think the Australian government should just return this pigeon to the US. Or are they afraid this pigeon is going to fly back? So they're like, the only way is for us to kill you because you're going to come back to Australia if we release you. You're probably going to come back. Yeah, we need to kill you.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, there's not a way.
There's no other way
around it.
The pigeon will just come back.
So, rest in peace, pigeon. She was a good pigeon. Gone but not forgotten.
No. Here is another story where this is not a story, but rather facts.
Facts?
Yes. Apparently, long-lasting effects of COVID include something called parosmia, which is distorted sense of smell.
Was it called?
Parosmia.
Parosmia.
Yes.
Sounds like a drag name. Welcome to the stage, Parosmia.
You're right. It does
Welcome to the
sound like a drag.
stage, Parosmia.
A drag queen. Parosmia, yes.
But what does it do?
So these long-lasting effects of parosmia result in making you suffer from constant, strong smell of fish, sulfur, and sweet, sickly odor that smells like burnt toast.
Now, burnt toast I can tolerate. Fish
Yes.
and sulfur?
Sulfur, yes.
Get the hell away from me. But is this irreversible?
I think, yes. But doctors like have not faced such complex cases like this before. So
How many people have reported this? Because now I'm scared.
Yes. So the sources say amongst thousands of people, some. They haven't really specified numbers,
Right.
but they
But
say
they're in
some.
the thousands.
Yeah, so it's not a few, but some
Right.
out of thousands.
Some out of thousands.
Yes. How would you feel like if you had to smell fish all like
Terrible.
day?
I hate the smell of fish. I hate the smell of fish, and sulfur is not something I would be glad to be smelling either. Burnt toast, I can tolerate, but please don't make me smell fish and sulfur. I'm scared. I hope it is reversible. Because how would you feel? It's not that you can't smell. You do smell. You smell fish. You smell sulfur, and you smell burnt toast.
That would be a terrible life to
Yeah.
just go through it like that.
Imagine trying to smell perfume. Imagine trying to smell some good food.
But here's the thing. What if this somehow triggered your brain chemicals to thinking that now certain bad smells smell really nice to you? Like the smell of trash, the smell of stinky socks, the smell of BO, poop. What if those now suddenly start to smell nice?
I would not put it in my mouth because the taste.
I was not asking if you could put it in your mouth.
Because I was just wondering, because if that's where we were going, let me tell you that it's not going to happen.
No, but I'm saying like now you don't have to like be weary of like stinky bathrooms or like public toilets.
But what if the good things smell bad? Like what if your pasta carbonara now all of a sudden smells like poop?
Well, then you take it to like a public toilet and do it there.
No, not a public toilet. Come on, toileta.
Another story is about a Berlin-based artist named Hans Hemmert, and he threw a party where he had custom-made shoes. Well, they're platforms that make basically everybody the same height within the space that he threw the party in.
Was this during Corona?
No, this was not.
Because I was wondering.
No, this was not.
Wondering. This artist is giving a party during Corona, in the middle of the pandemic.
There is not.
Oh, this was before. This was before.
This was pre-Corona.
Pre-Corona times.
Yes, way back.
Way back in the days.
Yes,
Studio
actually,
54.
Way back.
Way back.
This is from 2010.
2010.
Yes, 10 years ago.
Oh, that's a long time ago.
A long ass time. But what do you think of the idea of people throwing parties?
But what if
and
someone is taller than you?
making it? Then you match basically the tallest thing that's coming to
I
the
thought
party.
everyone was supposed to be matching her, so that's why I
Well,
was
she can
wondering.
make people shorter.
That's
And it's not
exactly
her.
what I'm wondering.
It's a guy.
Oh, a guy.
A guy, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Because, what if there's someone taller than him? Would that person just not be invited?
No, I guess he can invite him because he has all of these shoes to make, I guess,
Right.
up until...
So he's just going to find out who's the tallest person at the party.
Yes.
And now all of us are going to match you.
Yes.
Now, who was the tallest person at the party?
It was him, I guess, because he clocked at 2 meters.
Right.
So he made...
So if you were 1.65 meters,
I guess you'd have to crouch, lower your knees, so you can match it.
No, you're 1.45 meters.
Oh, I thought,
So
okay.
you're getting platforms that are 65 centimeters?
yes.
And how are you going to walk in those? Or do you walk in those, or do you just stand?
I mean, we've seen people do it in fashion. Gaga wore like almost 60 centimeters.
I don't know. Can we fact
she
check
did not.
this?
She did not.
I'm thinking,
You
can
know,
we
60
fact check
because I was
this?
like a meter. Heels that are a
Oh,
meter.
Gaga? I was like, I didn't know you had that talent. Gaga is 1.55 meters. She wore a 7-inch tall platform heels in New York City, 10-inch spike heels on another photo. Yeah, I don't think those heels were more than 30 centimeters. So yeah, that's
Yeah, how
what
are
I'm
you gonna
wondering.
walk?
If you're a short person, how are you going to walk? Are you going to walk? Would you attend this party?
I guess I'd be curious.
Because I'm 1.75 meters, so I would need platforms that are 25 centimeters. Would I be able to walk in those? Absolutely not. No, I think I would stay home. But I hope they had fun at a party.
I'm pretty sure they did. Like the heels, I have them in front of me, and they look like they're heavy.
Show me the mess. They are ugly. And that one person,
Yes.
the one in the middle, no, that's too high.
She has the highest on.
That's crazy. No, we're not gonna do that. Thank you for the invitation. I won't RSVP. Hope you had fun though.
Here's a funny, crazy thing. Apparently, an asparagus psychic. So a psychic who uses asparagus to tell fortunes.
Asparagus.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So she is apparently the only aspermancer in the world.
What did you call her?
Aspermancer.
Mm-hmm. In the world.
In the world, meaning the only psychic who uses asparagus to tell fortune.
For a reason. Because why would you? Who would do that? I mean, there are so many things you can read. You can read cards, crystal ball, cigar, coffee, tea, asparagus.
This lady gained some credibility.
Oh, she gained credibility.
Yes, over
By
over
cooking
the years.
Asparagus.
I don't know her technique. I don't know what.
Does she eat it? What is it? What does she do with the asparagus? Does she just speak to it? Is she a whisperer? Like, what is it?
So apparently she has foretold the future before on 2 occasions. Once when she foretold that the UK national cricket team would win the World Cup of cricket. And they did.
Oh, they did?
Yes.
Because, of course, it's cricket and it is the UK. Cricket in the UK.
Here is how she does it. So apparently she holds it up and then she throws the asparagus on a flat surface.
Right.
And then from the way they position themselves, they tell her a story.
Oh, so she just looks at a bunch of asparagus that she threw on a flat surface and then she sees a vision.
Yes, yes.
And the vision was cricket.
The vision was cricket, yes. The UK national team winning the Cricket World Cup that year.
Which year?
That was in 2019.
Oh, okay, so she's new to the game.
Yes.
When did she tap into her powers? What was she reading before? Was she reading something before? Can she only read asparagus? Or can she read, more conventional things that people read the future in?
So she predicted that Prince Harry and Meghan will divorce in 2021.
She predicted that Harry and Meghan will divorce this year. Oh, okay.
Yes.
When did she predict that?
I guess when she threw the asparagus.
So how often does she do this? Is it like once a year? Does she just come with one prediction per year?
I don't know. I guess she gets hired to do predictions.
So wait a minute here. If Meghan and Harry end up divorcing this year, would you think that she has actual powers and is like, what was the word? Asparagus what?
Aspermancer.
Aspermancer?
Yes.
Would you believe it? Like if it were to
No. I don't have any belief in these superstitions.
You don't believe in this. Like you wouldn't go for a reading. You wouldn't go to her place and let her throw asparagus.
Maybe for the experience. Yes. I would definitely pay money to see her just
throwing asparagus. And
yes.
then coming up with a story.
Yes.
Right.
Would you?
No. She should cook the asparagus and eat it and stop playing with her food.
Maybe that's her next level thing. I'm giving you I'm going to tap into my ultimate energy, psychic energy, if I eat them. Wouldn't you do that if you were an aspermancer?
I totally would. I would be surrounded by asparagus the whole time. every second of the day. Like I would walk around with asparagus in my purse. Open your purse. Let me see. I would have everything made out of asparagus. My whole house would be made up from asparagus.
Asparagus City.
Asparagus City.
So last thing I have for you is
Let me have it.
a Russian woman marries her briefcase. She's been interested in inanimate objects for like her entire life.
Okay, so how did she meet this briefcase?
So the briefcase is called Gideon.
Oh, the briefcase has a name. Gideon what?
Just Gideon.
Oh, no last name.
Yes.
From the house of briefcases. Gideon briefcase.
Yes, Gideon briefcase. So she says that the first time she met Gideon, it was 2015
Oh, okay. It's been a while.
in a hardware store.
A hardware store.
Oh, yeah.
Gideon is a rough guy.
She said, I had no idea we would end up together, me and Gideon.
I don't think Gideon knew either. In fact, I don't think anyone could have predicted that.
She said she admired how he looked, but she didn't think anything more of it. But then
'Cause how
she
did he
started
look?
liking Gideon more than that. And she slowly realized that she was starting to fall in love with Gideon.
No, wait a minute. Was this before or after she bought Gideon? Did all of this happen on the same day or...
She bought Gideon.
She bought
After she
Gideon.
bought, yes.
She bought Gideon.
So first thing, when she met him was 2015. That's when she bought him. She met him. She was like, you know what? I'm going to buy you Gideon.
You are handy
coming home with
because
me.
you are at a hardware store. You're handy.
Yes.
And you will come home with me and you will lay the pipes. You will lay the pipes, do the plumbing that needs to be done. And Gideon agreed.
Yes. I wish them nothing but happiness. I hope we could hear from Gideon.
I was about to ask you, did Gideon consent to any of this? Gideon, please blink twice if you need help. Gideon, please let us know. Blink twice. Breathe if you need help. Just once. Gideon. Oh, poor Gideon. I think we need to free him. Can we call the police?
Next, we're doing backwards advice.
I think it's backwards. How she backwards? How she backwards? This better backwards.
Backwards advice. Here we give only wrong advice to either questions that people send us or topics that we looked for online. And we are going to give you exactly what you want. Wrong advice. Wrong advice only.
So we have a 28-year-old woman who's with a guy who's 35 and he owns a gardening business. And she is sleeping with his best friend who's also his employee in the gardening business. And she feels guilty because her boyfriend is not really performing well in the bedroom and
Performing
hasn't...
tricks. Was he supposed to be doing acrobatics?
He's not delivering
the pizza?
Sexually, I'm talking like it is not. It is not.
I had no idea.
Fulfilling her
needs.
Sexually. Yes. So she's been frustrating for a while.
So how long has she been frustrated for?
It's been ever since they got together.
She has never been pleased. She has never been pleased by her man.
Yes.
During their whole relationship. So why did she stay with him?
I don't know why. I guess he's providing other stuff aside from sex. Sex is not everything in a woman's life.
But she clearly was missing it.
Yes, true.
That's why I'm wondering.
Yes. And so basically her boyfriend slipped and cracked his back. So he went to the hospital and had surgery. And during 2 weeks, she has been home. He's not there.
Yeah.
And she's been running also the gardening business. And she grew attached to the hot friend who works for her boyfriend. And they slept together.
Oh no, I did not see that coming. Were you telling me that she's sexually frustrated, that there's a hot employee, and oh no.
So she's like, how can I tell my boyfriend that, this happened? Or should we keep it an open relationship where she could have sex with the guy but stay with the boyfriend?
No. I will give her advice. I know what to do. I'll put the kettle on. She needs to stay quiet. She doesn't need to mention any of this.
And
keep managing the business of the husband.
Oh, yes.
Because, he's going to be recovering for a while. And in the meantime, she should find a way to become the owner of that company.
Oh, make him sign documents that he's not aware of.
Yeah.
He's already dosed up on meds.
Oh, absolutely. Drugged. She doesn't know what's going on. Trust his wife. Just get him to sign that. Then you will own at least 51% of that company. And she should keep sleeping with the hot friend. And still keep, she should not divorce her husband. At least not for the time being.
And what happens once the husband comes out of the hospital and finds her in the bedroom with the best friend?
Well, then we need to take him out of the picture.
Wink.
If you know what I mean. Wrong advice only.
Here's another one for you. This one comes from a real frustrated woman. If the other one's sex life did not exist,
right,
this one is a constant, continuous, never-ending terror.
Oh, how so?
So she is 19.
Oh, she's young.
And he is 21.
Oh, okay. Their age is not that far apart.
Here is the kicker. Her boyfriend cannot last more than 40 seconds every time they do it.
40 seconds?
Yes.
That's 1, 2, 3, 40 seconds.
Yes.
So wait, is it even in at that point?
Yes. Like once the thrusting starts.
But how many thrusts? That's 1, 2.
However thrusts you can make in 40 seconds.
3. Tops.
Well, there you go. What is the advice here?
The advice here is, girl, I am so tempted to give you good advice, but I can't. This is wrong advice only.
Do not give in. Channel that
what you need
darkness.
to do. I will. Girl, what you need to do is accept your fate. You need to accept what you have in life. Some of us don't have a man. You have one and he lasts 40 seconds. What you should do is enjoy it while it lasts. And once it lasts, you thank your man, then you go to bed.
I would say get a bowl of melted candle wax.
Melted candle wax.
And then stick his dick in this candle wax. And then pull it out, let it dry. So now the dick not only is coated, but also thicker.
But is it bigger?
It doesn't matter.
All right, because we were not complaining about the size. We were complaining about
lasting long until she can have a pleasure experience. Lube that dick, and there you go. He will last
until the candle.
Because you end up with a waxed vagina.
And who doesn't love a waxed vagina?
Right?
Absolutely. I think that advice might be even better than mine. Yeah. Let's go with waxed vagina. Waxed vagina it is.
There we go.
Absolutely.
Doing the Lord's work.
I cannot believe I gave these people all my best pieces of wrong advice.
Last thing we have is the review of the week, in which we review a movie that we watched. And the last movie we watched this week was
Pieces of a Woman, available on Netflix.
This movie stars Vanessa Kirby from The Crown, season 1 and 2. Princess Margaret on The Crown. Yes, if you're a watcher of The Crown, you're familiar with her.
I loved her in The Crown.
Me too. And right next to her is Mr. Shia Labeouf, who's in the movie. We see his
We get to
dick.
see his member, his piece,
Yes.
his unit, his tool. We do.
Yes.
And not
It's-
just only once, by the way. You get to see it twice or thrice. Yes.
Yes. His flaccid penis makes multiple
Flaccid,
appearances.
floppy. Yes. It's never erect, even though it should be in some of those scenes.
Oh, yes,
Some
absolutely.
of those scenes called for an erect penis. And yeah. But I must commend them. I must give them props for showing us penis. Because usually movies...
We don't get that
movies
many.
love showing tits and ass, but and TV shows too. Like they love showing tits and ass in Hollywood, but they seldom show penises.
Yes.
We want to see dicks.
Yes.
More of them.
Put more dicks on screen.
Put more dicks on the screen.
So the overall narrative of the film is that a woman who's Vanessa's character is struggling over the loss of her baby.
Right.
She lost a baby right after birth.
Right.
And then it's all about the journey of her through that grief. And I think it's for a period of like 6 months. You follow her through that.
Yeah, you do follow her for a period, and indeed, it is the way that she grieves with the loss of the child. Her husband, Shia Labeouf, grieves with the loss of the child, and the mother of the character also her way of dealing with it. Because, of course, the thing about grieving is that everyone does it in a different way, and everyone has different needs. So that gets depicted very well in this movie, how those different ways of grieving can clash and how we can heal after such a tragedy. All in all, I like the movie. I just wish the dick was erect.
Yes, absolutely. I enjoyed the acting, was phenomenal. The cinematography was also nice. It was directed by a Hungarian director.
Oh, yes.
I was not familiar with. But yeah, definitely recommended from us. If I'd had to rate it, I would give it a 4.2 out of 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't think I would give it that high, but I would probably give it a 3.5 out of 5, which is a very good score.
And on that note, this concludes the end of the episode.
Did you enjoy this? How'd you like them apples?
If you liked us talking shit during this episode, you know what to do.
Subscribe. If we made you laugh during this episode, you know what to do.
Subscribe.
Rate.
Leave a review.
Share this.
Talk about it.
Use the hashtag
Podcastiana. Start a conversation.
Get people obsessed with this.
Force people to listen to this.
You know exactly what to do.